Today, now my day.
A life once robust and brimming, now reduced to mere words on paper. The story of Oluwa Fumilayo Mary Ann Oluwawemimo is likened to a situation where a shining light is forcefully put off by those who see it as a distraction. Otherwise, how else would one describe the deliberate attempts to reignite the light at this candlelight procession by those she has left behind? Even her 3-year-old son, Awesome Judah Oluwawemimo, clearly oblivious to the permanent loss he suffered, joins in her memorial procession and is only likely to have faint memories of this day later in life. Fumi, as she was fondly called, was a loving mother and a dedicated investigative officer with the Public Complaints Commission in Abuja. She is said to have met her tragic and untimely end in a brutal home attack which occurred May 18, 2024. The details of that attack remain sketchy though. Reports confirm Fumi was pronounced dead on arrival by doctors at the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, where she was rushed to in the immediate aftermath of the incident.
Fumi was inside the house with her husband, lying unconscious on the floor. The husband was holding a knife to his hand and he was dramatizing that, oh, I will kill myself. He was dramatizing. The people in the compound were all gathered around their premise, their particular flat, begging him to open the door so that they can come in and help him rush Fumi to the hospital. But he refused.
There's no essence to say that marriage is a signature of success when you are living with an abuser. There are red flags before you marry. And even when you marry, there are still red flags. You can't say for your children you want to stay in an abusive marriage or in an abusive relationship because they too will be traumatized by third abuse.
We need to protect the Nigerian woman. The law also that should be on the side of Nigerian women is leaving them behind. Now we are being threatened. The family is being threatened that unless you withdraw the case from the boy, they are not going to move forward with the burial.
A summary of a pathologist's autopsy report highlighted the gruesome extent of her injuries, citing a plethora of alarming findings. According to the report, each of the findings paints a gruesome picture of the alleged suspect's crime, a complex web of physical battery. The husband of late Fumilayo, Damilola Oluwawemimo, Oluwasamilola, is being fingered for her death by relatives and friends of the deceased, who say the couple had been engaged in a prolonged dispute over Daniel's incessant infidelity.
Today is Fumi. Tomorrow it may be somebody, you, seated there. So many people are living in toxic and violent marriages. The society will talk about you. The society will blame you. But you have your life to live. Walk away if you need to.
This particular case, they released the suspect without informing the family of the late Fumilayo. Released items like phone, Fumilayo's phone, and that of the suspect to the suspect while investigations were ongoing, while autopsy reports were still being awaited.
For now, all of that remains in the realm of speculations until otherwise stated by relevant state authorities in this stance, the Nigerian police force. But quite concerning for the family and friends of the deceased, calling for justice for Fumilayo, is the unconfirmed report that the police may have already closed the investigations on the matter.
So that allegation of closing the case, I doubt if they were at the point of settlement. Case cannot be closed like that.
With the spate of gender-based violence in the country, a coalition of women groups in Abuja is appealing to the Inspector General of Police to reopen investigations into the matter, seeking justice for Fumi and an end to the silence and stereotypes surrounding abuse. For now and until such a time when justice for Fumi is truly realized, those who bore witness to the events will remain haunted by the innocence of baby Awesome, another casualty An poignant reminder of the scars and devastation that gender-based violence leaves in its wake. Serafina Okon Omekwe, NT News.